Hello, beautiful people. Okay, so I'm excited. I feel great right now. It is happy spring equinox. We are going to do a reading today that's kind of based on the spring equinox. It's all about what does spring have in store for us? What we need to balance, because this is about balancing our energy right now, getting into balance, and then what spring has in store for us. That's what we're going to do. 3 cards on the top on getting into balance, and then 3 cards on the bottom to show us what spring has in balance with us. So out of these 3 cards, you can pick the deer, the fish, or the unicorn. I feel like this is telling a story on its own. It's kind of, this is spring right here. This is all spring to me. And interesting enough, we have this fish, which we're about to leave Pisces seasons, and then we see this darkness, which is winter. We're leaving that. We're about to get out of that tomorrow. We start Aries seasons, I think. It's tomorrow. And then once we get out of that season, it's magical. It's really kicking in our creative juices. Okay, you guys? So I am so excited to do this reading. So let's get started. Hello, pile 1. So you guys picked the deer card. I love this card. It's beautiful. This, to me, when I first saw it, I thought this is all about innocence and purity. And that might be the energy that you're in, or the energy you want to be around as well. But when you're looking at the deer spirit and you're trying to call on the deer spirit, it's calling on people to help you with maybe being cautious about things that you're not seeing. Because if you think about a deer, think about like a deer is not a predator, it's a prey. So maybe things are always after you, or negative things are always coming your way, or negative situations, or something is always chasing you that you don't want, or something is around that you don't want. And so it's calling the deer spirit to come in and to clear that out. And maybe even with a deer, if you think about it, you think the deer runs around and is sad and depressed or upset or mad because it's being chased all the time by, tigers and lions or cougars or whatever. No, it has to release that, lets that go, and understand that those predators, that's their nature. And I think this deer spirit is here to remind you to let the things go, and to not hold on to maybe grudges or things that you're upset about, and to learning how to let that go. Okay, so let's get our 3 cards. I pulled your first 3 cards about balance. I pulled those. You got the Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Cups, and a reverse 6 of Swords. I am using this beautiful Ostraya tarot. It is actually, Ostraya is, the spring equinox, but it's kind of like, that's what they, more of the time, a celebration more in the, like, pagan times. That's what they called it. Okay, and so, but it kind of changed up to people more calling it spring equinox, or even it also took a lot of the traditions from a lot of traditions from Easter has come from that as well. So if you think about it. So let's get to your reading though. I don't know why I went there, but I did. Also, remember, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. So take what you need and leave the rest on the table, okay? So with this Wheel of Fortune, because this row is all about bringing yourself into balance, taking this spring and just bringing yourself into focus, into balance. And with this Wheel of Fortune, I feel like things are starting to maybe turn. Ooh, but if you look, it's things are turning in your direction, and maybe it's time to cut ties as well, because I was really drawn to these scissors and cutting the string. So cutting ties with people, cutting ties with situations. Because if you look over here to the 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups can be that, it's in the Wider Rate, it's that card of having multiple options, but this is not options. As you can look, her face, that's a fox. And then look at these foxes' tails around her. So again, and look at these cups. They're all spilling. So they're not good cups. So this is all an illusion. Like things around you, the things, situations you have going on, maybe the people in your life, and you're thinking, oh, these are all great, you know, great. These are an illusion. This is coming to terms with the illusions in your life and cutting them. This actually falls perfectly. Cutting out the illusions and facing them. And it's time to cut those out, especially with the Six of Swords here. This, if it was upright, it's saying that you are moving away from it, that you are, but it's in reverse. So you're having a harder time, you know, moving out of this energy, moving away from situations, moving away from people, and cutting ties with people, you know, trying to find some clarity, and you're having just a hard time at the change, okay, or breaking those ties or moving on, because again, cutting ties, and this is about moving on and cutting ties from these illusions that's going on in your life. So you need to look at what is going on for your situation that you might need to move on. If something is long overdue, it's time to say goodbye to it. Maybe it's a job, or maybe it's a group of people you hang out with. It could be anything. So you'll know it to your situation. Take it as that, okay? So let's get our last 3 cards to see what the spring has in store for you. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So how do I pull these? They came out interesting enough. So we have the Moon, the Lovers, and the King of Pentacles. Interesting, that King of Pentacles in right here flew out at me, and that's why I said, okay, is this High Priestess? Okay, I wasn't taking another card, but it was thrown at me, so we are taking it, which is so interesting. So majority of your cards on this table are major arcana, so this is definitely a life lesson for you going on. So you got the Wheel of Fortune, you got the Moon, the Lovers, and the High Priestess. Okay, so you have some situations going on here. This Moon energy, I love this Moon energy. It's, to me, with this Moon, it's being illuminated, seeing. We're about to have, tomorrow is going to be our darkest moon of the month with the new moon that's coming. And I think that you're going to be illuminated to something about either this, because this King of Pentacles is here, and the Lovers are here. I want to say it's a person. So take it as resonate. I want to say it's a person. It's a choice about a person. You are going to have illumination. You're going to see it like, look, she's looking over here at this situation, and she's seeing the truth. Okay, so this spring is going to be, you're going to be seeing the truth about this person. Maybe this person's really dark. This is oh wow. This, you know what this King of Pentacles reminds me of? With this King of Pentacles, I'm really drawn to, he kind of has that devil feel to him, like it's about vanity, because look at this, it's all about the stuff instead of the groundedness. You're not seeing him sitting on a throne or looking like he's around, you know, abundance of the earth and the mind and all that stuff. He's more in abundance of stuff. Okay, and it's all about, maybe it's all about him just seeing their success. And maybe this High Priestess energy is going to either show them or show you that this person will not get out, or not get, either if they do see, if this High Priestess taps into them, it's going to help them see how they're living in this state of riches, of I want, you know, things, money. Whereas if this High Priestess is you tapping into it, it's you tapping into, okay, this person only sees this, and it's time for me to maybe cut that off. Okay. And another thing, that's when I'm pulling the person. But when I'm pulling, if it's an energy, it can also you making a choice to say, yeah, I do want to be stable, and I want to bring in money, and I want to bring in riches, but at what cost? And you're in tapping into this high priestess energy, you're not going to want to overindulge in stuff and vanity. Okay? So take it as it resonates. If it's a person, it's either that person figuring it out or you figuring it out about that person. Or if it's a situation on a choice you have to make on how you want to be seen in the world. Okay? And how you want to tap into your riches and the money that you're going to bring in. So, yeah. Pile 1, that's all I have for you. I'm not doing any more oracles afterwards. I have decided just to keep it nice and simple today. And so that's your reading. It's tapping into you being able to balance out this top where you need to cut something loose. And the bottom is being able to take this current energy that's coming in and really seeing the truth through things, okay? So thank you guys so much for being here today. And if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, or subscribe. You guys have a great one. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. You guys pick this fish spirit. Remember, these are general messages, so they may or may not resonate with you. So take what you need and leave the rest behind. So we're going to do 3 cards on the top, talking about what we need to balance, and then 3 cards on the bottom to see what this wonderful spring energy that's coming in, the spring equinox, all of this energy that's coming in, the spring Aries season, the new moon, all of that. We're going to see what that brings in for us, okay? So with this fish, though, I feel like you can go with the flow, that you're a person who loves to go with the flow. But if you can see, there's darkness all around it, and maybe you've been going with the flow for too long, and so you've kind of got stagnant and kind of like in a non-moving energy because you always constantly just went with the flow. Maybe you went with the flow too much, and you went against what you believed in and what you wanted. So sometimes this darkness happens around us, but you still have light within you. And also I'm connected to this moon again with this new moon, even though this is not a new moon. It's saying take that moon energy and flow with the moon energy, knowing when to set your intentions and release things, and to, go through all those phases of the moon and really work with it with this fish, okay? All right, let's see what we need to bring balance. I picked your first 3 cards, and I will shuffle in a minute to get the next 3. So for balance, you have the King of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords, okay? There's enough 10, 12. I'm counting numbers. I always do that every once in a while. So I have this King of Wands energy. So this King of Wands can actually be a person. Is it a person? Yeah, it's a person. It is. I just cut my cards to see if I could get confirmation, and I did. So this King of Wands is a person that they have a great light about them, but I feel like you are with this 9 of Swords that they bring you some kind of despair or distraught or depression, or really make you get into your head, and they bring a lot of tension into your well-being, okay? And with this, I feel it leads to this right here, where you're feeling hurt or you're feeling rejected and you're heartbroken. And I think it might, to bring yourself into balance, because this is all about balance and finding our balance in this top row. To bring yourself into balance, it's time to, yes, your heart might be hurting. You might feel rejected, like I said, or, feel heartbroken even. But it's time to reflect who you are, and to yet keep your heart open. Even though you guys are heartbroken, or you feel like you've been cheated or even used, I'm hearing you need to, keep your heart open. That, yes, that happens. but you're not going to fall into something where you're not going to keep your heart space open. So it's saying keep your heart space open. And to get more, I looked at the bottom, and on the bottom was the Page of Cups. And with that Page of Cups on the bottom there, it's telling me to use your, not the material wealth, but that page of learning, use your heart to keep making decisions and to keep tapping into your intuition and connecting with nature as well, because I was really drawn to, you know, nature. This comes up here, and you know what these vines will do? These vines will come up and they will pull these daggers out of this tree easily, because they will have a stronger pull. So that's being connected with nature, being grounded. So get yourself into something that's going to connect you with nature. Okay, think of something that's going to work for you. What do you enjoy? Do you enjoy hiking? Do you enjoy bird watching? Do you enjoy just going, hanging out, you know, by the waterfront? Any of those things. Even actually going out, I was thinking even in the zoo, just walking around at the zoo. I haven't been to the zoo in a long time, but I don't know why that came up. Just going to the zoo and connecting with the animals there. And not only are you connecting with the animals there, there's, at the zoo, there's, they also are really well known for putting, you know, different trees and flowers there to connect with those animals, but you can connect with those as well. So tap into that energy. All right, so let's shuffle again and get your bottom 3 cards for what's this energy? What's the spring energy have in store for you? Pile 2. Okay, so I got 2. I have 2. And I need 2 more. Okay, oops, sorry. Shaking. Oh, now I went flying. All right. Oh, wow. Nice. We got an ace at the end, which I really like that ace. So, I'm looking at for my 9. Okay. So we're going to have, you have a 9 of Cups. Then we have more cups. I'm like, you went from swords into cups, and then actually you have another sword too, which is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so with this 9 of Cups, interesting enough, it's, well, you know, the 9 of Cups energy. I love that she's sitting, if you look, it's a bunch of cats. Oh my gosh, that's funny. My daughter just gave me this little cat, this little squishy thing. She just gave me that. I had to show that because I thought about all these cats, and I was looking over there. I was like, look at all those cats. So with the 9 of Cups, you know the 9 of Cups energy. The 9 of Cups energy is all about, you know, you starting to accomplish your goals. You know, that's what this energy, you're going to start, whatever you're working on, whatever creative project, business, whatever, they're going to start being accomplished, and you're going to be able to rest easy in them because they are coming forth. Look at all these cats. And well, it's probably 9. So like 9 lives. And it's kind of that luck energy if you think with cats, and then 9 lives. So I'm really getting your luck is going to, this energy that's coming in is all about your luck coming in and really tapping into this, okay? That's truly what this energy is. And it's a beautiful one. I love it. Okay? And then as you do that, I don't know if the 6 of Cups is, there's people there. I'm going to look, and it's 6 cups bearing figures stand around a surfacing well. The 6 cups is a card about memory, innocence, and childhood. It is a reminder of the past, both the good moments you've had as well as the struggles you face. So this is going to give you time to reflect on maybe things in the past that happened. Maybe it was something from up here. It's going to give you some time to reflect, and you're going to see that inner innocence and use the tools that you get from that. and get you through, get you through this difficult time, whatever you're going through right up here, whatever you need to face or work through. It's going to help you see some things and get through some things. And then when you get through that, which is beautiful, you have this beautiful Ace of Swords, which is kind of like, okay, yeah, I got to see what I need to see. And it brings in major clarity for you with the Ace of Swords. That Ace of Swords is beautiful. And what I was drawn to on that Ace of Swords right off the back was that little mouse on the top. Look at that. Oh, crap. That mouse on the top. He also has a crown on his head. Like overcoming your, I feel like this skeleton represents the ending of something. You're going to get to come to an ending of something, finally releasing something, getting victory, getting justice, getting the truth, getting everything. Something's going to be resolved. I feel like this is something's going to be resolved. Okay. It's like you've been tested and you pass, and you get to release this old body and go into the new with that clarity. Okay, that, I love your reading. That was beautiful. Okay, pile 2. So yeah, and at the back, yeah, to confirm that there's going to be an ending of something, you have this at the bottom, 10 of Swords. So there is an ending. Something's done, and this something's going to be done, and it's going to bring in this beautiful luck energy, and it's going to let you reflect or even maybe connect with something from the past as well. Okay, so pile 2, thank you so much for being with me today. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, or subscribe. You guys have a wonderful one. Bye. Hello, pile 3. So you guys picked this beautiful unicorn. Amazing unicorn, I should say. So remember, the messages are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. So take what you need and leave the rest on the table. Okay? So with this unicorn energy, I'm feeling it's I don't know. I feel unicorn energy always makes me feel magical, but I felt like when I was talking at the beginning about how we were in that deer was the spring, and then that fish was coming out of Pisces seasons, out of that dark of winter, and now stepping into, yes, you can have darkness still around you, but you carry this great light that it does not affect you, even because there is dark out there, and it's okay for dark to be out there, because sometimes they just need to be balanced, and we all do have dark sides, our shadow sides, and that it's learning how to work with that energy and not trying to just completely try to wipe it out, because then you take away the balance. You're just one-sided. So you have to have both of those. Okay, it's really that yin and yang, I think. I don't know. I always say it wrong. So, all right, let's get started. So the top part, in the top, I pulled 3 cards for you, and it's going to be talking about our balance. Yes, that balancing energy, about what we need to balance right now. And then the bottom 3 cards, we're going to talk about what energy we want to bring forth, and what energy is coming forth for us during the spring, this new moon, this new Aries season. Okay. All right, so your first 3 cards out was the Page of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, this group is all about Pentacles. My last couple of groups, they were like swords, wands, mostly swords, and a few pentacles here and there, but not like this is wow. I'm saying wow. Okay. So this is kind of like you, real world stuff. I feel like this Page of Pentacles is you. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story really quick. It's going to be really quick. It's going to be less than a minute. Page of Pentacles, I used to get this card all the time, and it was my stalker card. I hated the Page of Pentacles so much. And it was weird, because there was Page of Pentacles that I was okay with in certain decks, but most of them I was just like, I hate the Page of Pentacles. I want them to leave me alone and stop following me. But I love this Page of Pentacles. This Page of Pentacles, look, she's being led by all these foxes around her. Because if you look at the circle around her, this is all about tapping into your world that you're in right now, but tapping into your higher self, into your spiritual side, and connecting with it, and and letting information come into you, and really tapping into that information. Okay, and I think that's a wonderful thing. That's not what needs balance. What needs balance is this Five of Pentacles. I feel with this Five of Pentacles, you're working towards some kind of maybe a couple of spiritual modalities, because I was drawn to this one snake right here. This is your favorite one. This is your favorite modality. And you're going to be like, where are you going with this, Tony? Because you have two modalities, that spiritual modalities that you're working with. This is your favorite one that you're connected with. And then there's one up here too. You see this? There's a snake right here that wants to also give to you and also bring in pentacles for you. I think this also has to do with your money. So maybe you are working using the spiritual modality as your business. So, but you're thinking, gosh, why isn't this one bringing in what I need to? Well, because you need to bring this one in too. You have another modality that's supposed to work with this other one. They're supposed to work together. Remember, actually, oh my gosh, where I was talking about the light and dark? Yeah. It's that. It is totally that. And they have to work together for them to work. If you go on down here to this Two of Pentacles, you can kind of see that this one's growing like crazy. You're focused, oh, I'm focused so much on this one. And this one is not blowing up as much. And so there's not a balance. If it was balanced, the hands would be, you know, both at the same level, but they're not at the same level. So that's like a great example. I was thinking about a couple of, thinking about some modalities. So for spiritual modality, easy one, like an oracle reader, someone who does oracles, and they love their oracle work. But maybe there's some of their clients that say, hey, can you do a little tarot for me too? So they know the tarot a little bit, but they have not put the time and effort into it. And so that's the balance. It's time to balance knowing your oracle with your tarot. Or if you're, even if you're an artist, think about your art, because your art also is a spiritual thing as well. So you are focusing so much on your singing, but maybe you're also a writer, that you have not, put much into your writing. So think about a modality that you're working in that you focus on so much, but you have mine. I'm going to tell you mine personally. This is me. I'm always focusing on my tarot, but I'm barely focusing on my coaching. So I know that I know that. And so I know I have to bring those into balance. And so that's what that's telling you. So think about yours and what the two things that you need to bring in balance, and balance those. And that's your balance right there, is to, nurture. You need to nurture each one of those. Maybe you need to take some time and nurture this one a little more, taking the time and nurturing that one a little more to help it grow. Okay. And that's going to, get you out of this Five of Pentacles energy where you're thinking, I don't, money's not coming in. I'm going to be out in the cold. I don't have the funds for it. Okay. This is what the spring has for you. He came out in the bottom, and for pile one. So he's back. Yeah, he looks like a devil, but that is the King of Pentacles. Yeah. And I think this might be you, really just more focused on, or it could be a person too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, wow. Hi. All right. This came out too, interesting enough. So, with this we have this King of Pentacles here, which what I was really focused on was this pentacle. And so since I have pentacles all up here, I was thinking, oh wow, maybe you're so focused on your pentacles that you haven't looked into you haven't tapped into that cups energy, which is more of your intuition, or your emotions, or even the wands energy, where you haven't tapped into your desires, or things that you kind of want. You haven't really tapped into that energy. And so maybe that's what it's saying, that you have not tapped into this energy. And then I wanted to look at this next to it. You haven't tapped into that energy yet. And it's not about, the things of I need to have, need to have this, I need to have that, I need to have this. It's about tapping into that Pentacles energy of being grounded. That's the energy I'm talking about too, is that grounded energy of the Pentacles, not the need for stuff. And that's what I feel. I feel like this is, if you look at them, there's a whole bunch of just, jewelry, trinkets, all kinds of stuff. And more tapping into, are you grounded? Because it's lit up like this one. How have you connected your spiritual realm to your making sure you're grounded as well? Bringing in both of those worlds, your upper and your lower world. Your being grounded, being connected with, Mother Earth, and then also being connected to Father Sky. Those type of energies. So that's what I got from that. I don't know why, but I did. And so this Page of Cups will help you tap into that, because the Page of Cups is more into learning how to connect with your creativity and embracing your emotions and taking a fresh outlook on things. And maybe that will help you ground this energy, this Page of Cups, because, it's like he's trying to teach this king, even though it's a king, this page is like, hey, this side of me, my cup side, my emotions, how do we embrace that? How do we get into that energy? And that's what I feel like wants to be tapped in right here. Okay. And I think once you tap into that, you will move into calmer waters. Look at that snake. That other snake, that other modality will start connecting with you more. And you'll move into calmer waters with the Six of Swords. Okay? I like that. I like how yours kind of just flowed with what this is bringing in. It's gonna bring in an abundance, but you have to bring in your abundance. You have to make sure you're tapping into your intuition and your emotional side with this page, and learning, and also working with your other modalities so you can move into calmer waters as well. Okay. So pile 3, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. You guys, if you enjoyed this, please comment, like, or subscribe. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.